What if the truth about extraterrestrial life has been right in front of us all along, hidden in plain sight by those in power? Picture this: a quiet night in the desert, the stars shining brightly above, when suddenly a strange light streaks across the sky, defying all logic and explanation. Moments later, military vehicles arrive, sealing off the area, and the story vanishes from the headlines as quickly as it appeared. This is just one of countless UFO sightings that governments around the world have allegedly tried to bury. From mysterious crashes to mass sightings witnessed by thousands, the evidence is mounting, and the questions are growing louder. In this video, we'll uncover 20 of the most compelling UFO cases that authorities have attempted to conceal, each one shrouded in secrecy, controversy, and unanswered questions. Are these simply misidentified phenomena, or is there something more profound at play? Stay with us as we dive into the unknown, exploring the stories, the evidence, and the mysteries that continue to captivate believers and skeptics alike. The truth is out there. Let's find it together. Now turning to one of the most infamous UFO cases in history, we arrive at the Roswell Incident of 1947. It all began in the quiet desert town of Roswell, New Mexico, where something extraordinary crashed to Earth. The military initially made headlines with a press release confirming the recovery of a flying disc. But within hours, the story changed dramatically. Officials retracted their statement, claiming the debris was merely a weather balloon from a top-secret project called Mogul. Yet for many, this explanation only deepened the mystery. Witnesses came forward with accounts of strange metallic wreckage, unearthly materials, and even rumors of recovered alien bodies. Over the years, leaked documents and testimonies from military personnel have fueled conspiracy theories, suggesting a government cover-up of extraterrestrial contact. Despite official denials, the Roswell Incident remains a cornerstone of UFO lore, a story that continues to spark debate and fascination. What really happened in the New Mexico desert that summer? The truth may still be out there, waiting to be uncovered. Now turning to another iconic UFO event, we arrive at the Phoenix Lights Incident of 1997. On the evening of March 13th, thousands of people across Phoenix, Arizona, witnessed a massive, V-shaped formation of lights moving silently across the night sky. The lights appeared in two distinct waves, with the first sighting around 7:30 in the evening and the second around 10 o'clock. Witnesses described the object as enormous, spanning the length of several football fields and moving with a slow, deliberate motion. Many captured the event on video, creating some of the most compelling UFO footage ever recorded. The government's explanation came weeks later, attributing the lights to military flares dropped during a training exercise. However, this explanation left many unconvinced, as the flares did not match the scale, movement, or duration of the original sighting. Adding to the intrigue, then Governor Fife Symington initially mocked the event by staging a press conference with a person in an alien costume. Years later, he admitted that he, too, had seen the lights and described them as otherworldly. The Phoenix Lights remain one of the most well-documented and widely witnessed UFO events in history, leaving us to wonder what truly hovered over Arizona that night. Now turning to another landmark UFO case, we delve into the Rendlesham Forest Incident of 1980, often referred to as Britain's Roswell. Over the course of 3 nights in late December, multiple U.S. military personnel stationed at RAF Bentwaters in Suffolk, England, reported a series of extraordinary encounters. The events began on December 26th, when strange, pulsating lights were seen descending into the nearby Rendlesham Forest. Servicemen who investigated the scene described encountering a metallic, triangular craft with strange symbols etched on its surface. They also reported unusual radiation readings at the site, which were later confirmed by official documents. The following nights brought more sightings, including beams of light emanating from the craft, and even claims of physical interaction with the object. Despite the credible witnesses and physical evidence, the British government dismissed the incident as a combination of misidentified lighthouse beams and natural phenomena. However, the testimonies of those involved, including high-ranking officers, have kept the debate alive for decades. Was this a genuine extraterrestrial encounter, or simply a case of military confusion? The Rendlesham Forest Incident remains one of the most compelling UFO cases in history, leaving us to question what truly unfolded in those dark woods. Now turning to another extraordinary chapter in UFO history, we explore the Belgian UFO Wave, a series of sightings that captivated Europe between 1989 and 1990. Over the course of several months, thousands of witnesses, including police officers, military personnel, and ordinary citizens, reported seeing large, triangular-shaped objects hovering silently in the night sky. These sightings were not isolated incidents, but part of a wave that swept across Belgium, with some of the most notable reports coming from the towns of Eupen and Wavre. What makes this case particularly compelling is the involvement of the Belgian government. On multiple occasions, military radar systems detected unidentified objects moving at incredible speeds and performing maneuvers that defied conventional aircraft capabilities. In response, Belgian Air Force F-16 fighter jets were scrambled to intercept these objects. Pilots reported locking onto the UFOs with their radar systems, only for the objects to accelerate away at astonishing speeds, far beyond the capabilities of any known human-made aircraft. Despite the overwhelming number of witnesses and the corroborating radar data, no definitive explanation has ever been provided. The Belgian government initially dismissed the sightings as misidentifications of stars, planets, or experimental aircraft. However, the sheer scale and consistency of the reports, combined with the involvement of trained observers like police and military personnel, have left many skeptical of this explanation. To this day, the Belgian UFO Wave remains one of the most well-documented and puzzling UFO cases in history, leaving us to wonder what truly flew over Belgium during those mysterious nights. Now turning to another remarkable UFO encounter, we delve into the Tehran UFO Incident of 1976, a case that not only baffled Iranian authorities, but also caught the attention of the United States government. On the night of September 19th, residents of Tehran, Iran, reported seeing a bright, star-like object in the sky. The object was so unusual that it prompted multiple calls to the local Air Force base. When military radar operators confirmed the presence of an unidentified object, 2 F-4 Phantom fighter jets were scrambled to investigate. As the jets approached the object, both pilots reported experiencing strange equipment malfunctions. Their communication systems and instrumentation began to fail, forcing one of the jets to return to base. The second pilot, however, continued the pursuit and reported seeing a large, glowing object that emitted smaller, bright lights. As he attempted to lock onto the object with his weapons system, it suddenly accelerated at an incredible speed, disappearing from view. What makes this case particularly intriguing is the involvement of the US government. Declassified documents later revealed that American officials closely monitored the incident, even conducting their own analysis of the event. The Tehran UFO incident remains one of the most well-documented cases of military encounters with unidentified aerial phenomena, raising questions about the nature of the object and its advanced capabilities. With no definitive explanation provided, this case continues to fuel speculation about the possibility of extraterrestrial technology and its interactions with human military systems. Now turning to another chilling UFO encounter, we explore the Cash-Landrum Incident of 1980, a case that left its witnesses with lasting physical scars and unanswered questions. On the evening of December 29th, Betty Cash, Vicky Landrum, and her grandson Colby Landrum were driving through a wooded area near Dayton, Texas, when they encountered a massive, diamond-shaped object hovering above the road. The craft emitted intense heat and a bright, blinding light, forcing them to stop their car. As they watched in awe, the object was accompanied by a fleet of military helicopters, which seemed to be escorting or pursuing it. The encounter lasted for several minutes before the object ascended and disappeared into the night sky. However, the aftermath was far from over. Within hours, all three witnesses began experiencing severe physical symptoms, including burns, nausea, and hair loss. Betty Cash, in particular, suffered the most, developing blisters and lesions on her skin and requiring hospitalization for weeks. Medical professionals were baffled by their injuries, which resembled the effects of radiation exposure. Determined to find answers, the trio filed a lawsuit against the United States government, claiming that the military was responsible for their injuries. However, their case was dismissed due to a lack of evidence linking the government to the incident. To this day, no official explanation has been provided, leaving the Cash-Landrum incident shrouded in mystery. Theories range from a secret military experiment gone wrong to an extraterrestrial craft intercepted by human forces. What remains undeniable is the profound impact this encounter had on the witnesses, and the lingering questions it raises about the intersection of UFO phenomena and government secrecy. As we move forward, the next case takes us to the skies over Lubbock, Texas, where a series of strange lights captivated both the public and the scientific community, sparking one of the most iconic UFO sightings of the 20th century. Now turning to the skies over Lubbock, Texas, we delve into one of the most intriguing UFO cases of the 20th century, known as the Lubbock Lights. In the summer of 1951, a series of strange, glowing lights appeared in the night sky, captivating the residents of this small Texas town. What made this event particularly remarkable was the credibility of the witnesses, which included professors, scientists, and other respected members of the community. The sightings began on the evening of August 25th, when a group of professors from Texas Tech University observed a formation of bright, circular lights moving swiftly across the sky. The lights appeared in a V-shaped pattern, moving silently and with remarkable precision. Over the following weeks, similar sightings were reported by dozens of other witnesses, including a local newspaper editor who managed to capture photographs of the phenomenon. These images, known as the Lubbock Lights photos, became iconic in the world of UFO research, offering some of the clearest visual evidence of unexplained aerial phenomena at the time. The United States Air Force quickly took an interest in the case, launching an investigation under Project Blue Book, their official UFO research program. After analyzing the reports and photographs, the government concluded that the lights were likely caused by natural phenomena, such as birds reflecting city lights or atmospheric conditions. However, many witnesses and researchers remained unconvinced, pointing out that the behavior and appearance of the lights did not align with any known natural explanation. To this day, the Lubbock lights remain one of the most enduring UFO mysteries. The combination of credible witnesses, photographic evidence, and the government's inability to provide a definitive answer has kept this case alive in the minds of UFO enthusiasts and skeptics alike. As we move forward, the next case takes us to the heart of the United States Capitol, where a wave of UFO sightings in 1952 sparked national attention and raised questions about what might be lurking in our skies. Now turning to the skies over Washington, D.C., we explore one of the most dramatic UFO incidents in American history, known as the Washington, D.C. UFO flap of 1952. This event unfolded over 2 consecutive weekends in July, when a series of unidentified objects were spotted on radar and seen by numerous witnesses, including pilots, air traffic controllers, and even military personnel. The sightings began on the night of July 19th, when air traffic controllers at Washington National Airport detected multiple unidentified blips on their radar screens. These objects were moving at incredible speeds and performing maneuvers that defied the capabilities of any known aircraft at the time. As the objects appeared on radar, fighter jets were scrambled to intercept them. Pilots reported seeing bright, glowing lights that darted across the sky, sometimes hovering and then accelerating at impossible speeds. One pilot described the objects as like nothing I've ever seen before, while another noted that they seemed to vanish and reappear in different locations almost instantaneously. The sightings were not confined to the skies. Residents of the Capitol also reported seeing strange lights, adding to the growing sense of unease. The government, under increasing public pressure, held a press conference to address the sightings. Officials from the Air Force and the newly formed Project Blue Book attempted to explain the events as a result of temperature inversions, a weather phenomenon that can cause radar signals to bounce off layers of warm air and create false readings. However, this explanation failed to satisfy many, including the pilots and radar operators who had witnessed the events firsthand. Skeptics pointed out that temperature inversions could not account for the visual sightings or the object's erratic movements. The Washington, D.C. UFO flap had a profound impact on public perception of UFOs. It marked one of the first times that UFO sightings were taken seriously by both the media and the government, sparking widespread debate about the possibility of extraterrestrial life. The case also highlighted the tension between official explanations and the experiences of credible witnesses, a theme that would recur in many future UFO incidents. As we move forward, the next case takes us to Malmstrom Air Force Base in Montana, where UFOs were allegedly linked to the mysterious disabling of nuclear missiles, raising even more questions about the intentions of these enigmatic visitors. Now turning to the chilling events at Malmstrom Air Force Base in Montana, we delve into one of the most unsettling UFO incidents in military history. In March of 1967, personnel at the base reported a series of encounters with unidentified flying objects that coincided with the mysterious malfunction of nuclear missiles. This case, often referred to as the Malmstrom AFB incident, raises profound questions about the intentions of these enigmatic visitors and their potential impact on national security. The incident began when security personnel at one of the missile launch facilities reported seeing a bright, glowing object hovering near the site. Shortly after, the missiles under their control suddenly went offline, rendering them inoperable. Similar reports soon emerged from other launch facilities across the base, with multiple witnesses describing strange lights and objects in the sky. One officer, Captain Robert Sollers, later recounted his experience, stating that he received a frantic call from his security team, who reported a UFO hovering directly above the facility. Moments later, the missiles under his command became non-functional. The government's response to these events was notably silent. Despite the gravity of the situation, no official explanation was provided, and the incident was largely dismissed as a technical malfunction. However, the testimonies of military personnel, many of whom were highly trained and experienced, cast doubt on this explanation. Witnesses described the objects as defying the laws of physics, moving at incredible speeds and performing maneuvers that no known aircraft could replicate. The implications of the Malmstrom AFB incident are staggering. If UFOs were indeed responsible for disabling nuclear missiles, it suggests a level of technological sophistication far beyond our own. It also raises questions about the intentions of these visitors. Were they sending a warning, demonstrating their capabilities, or simply observing? The incident has fueled ongoing debates about the authenticity of UFO encounters and their potential impact on global security. As we move forward, the next case takes us to the shores of Shag Harbour, Nova Scotia, where a mysterious object crashed into the water, sparking one of Canada's most intriguing UFO investigations. The Shag Harbour incident, like the events at Malmstrom, remains shrouded in mystery, leaving us to wonder what other secrets the skies may hold. Now turning to the shores of Shag Harbour, Nova Scotia, we uncover one of Canada's most compelling UFO mysteries. On the night of October 4th, 1967, multiple witnesses reported seeing a bright object descend from the sky and crash into the waters of Shag Harbour. The event, now known as the Shag Harbour Incident, remains one of the most well-documented UFO cases in Canadian history, yet it is also one of the most enigmatic. The incident began when residents observed a series of strange lights in the sky, moving in a formation that defied conventional explanation. Moments later, a large object, described as glowing and emitting a yellowish light, appeared to plummet into the harbour. Witnesses reported hearing a loud splash and seeing a frothy, bubbling disturbance on the water's surface. Local fishermen and the Royal Canadian Mounted Police were among the first to respond, with officers noting a strong smell of sulphur and a strange, metallic debris floating on the water. The Canadian government launched an immediate investigation, with military and civilian authorities working together to determine the cause of the crash. Initial reports suggested the possibility of a downed aircraft, but no wreckage or survivors were ever found. The search efforts, which included divers and sonar equipment, yielded no conclusive evidence, leaving officials baffled. Eventually, the incident was classified as unsolved, with no official explanation ever provided. Theories surrounding the Shag Harbour incident range from the plausible to the extraordinary. Some believe the object was a secret military aircraft or experimental technology, while others argue it was an extraterrestrial craft. Witness testimonies and the lack of physical evidence have fueled speculation that the object may have been recovered by an unknown party, possibly even a foreign government or a covert organization. The incident bears striking similarities to other UFO cases, such as the Roswell crash, where official explanations were either withheld or dismissed as inconclusive. What makes the Shag Harbor incident particularly intriguing is the level of official involvement and the sheer number of credible witnesses. Unlike many UFO sightings, this event was investigated by government authorities, yet it remains unresolved to this day. The case serves as a reminder of how little we truly understand about the phenomena in our skies and the lengths to which governments may go to keep such mysteries hidden. As we reflect on the Shag Harbor incident, it becomes clear that this case, like so many others, raises more questions than answers. What was the object that crashed into the harbor? Why was no wreckage ever recovered? And what does this incident reveal about the broader phenomenon of UFOs? These questions linger, inviting us to continue exploring the unknown and challenging our understanding of the world around us. As we bring this exploration to a close, it's clear that the 10 UFO sightings we've examined share a common thread: the persistent veil of government secrecy and the enduring skepticism of the public. From the infamous Roswell incident to the enigmatic Shag Harbor crash, each case leaves us with more questions than answers. These events challenge our understanding of the skies above and the forces that may operate beyond our comprehension. The recurring themes of unexplained phenomena, official denials, and the lack of definitive answers suggest that there is much we still don't know about the universe, and perhaps even about our own governments. Whether these sightings are evidence of extraterrestrial life, advanced military technology, or something else entirely, they remind us that the truth is often more complex than it appears. These cases also highlight the importance of curiosity and critical thinking. While governments may withhold information, it is up to us to question, investigate, and seek out the truth. The mysteries surrounding these UFO sightings invite us to keep exploring, to remain open to possibilities, and to challenge the narratives we are given. What do you think about these cases? Do you believe they point to extraterrestrial life, or is there another explanation? Share your thoughts in the comments below. We'd love to hear your perspective. And if you're as fascinated by these mysteries as we are, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell for more deep dives into the unknown. The universe is full of secrets waiting to be uncovered.